Hey everybody, welcome to the video surprise of the day. Today we're going to look at the 2020 to 2021 Honda Pilot EX. Before you get started, please remember to help out by clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon for me to notify new videos. And we'll also appreciate a thumbs up. Thank you very much in advance. So I'm at the Honda dealer for something else, so I thought I'd make this video. It's a steel sapphire metallics, that's the color. I'm going to tell you what I like and dislike about the vehicle. In particular, it's a great vehicle overall, and it's a nice color. This one has the nice fog lamps as well too, and it has nice sized tires. And it's almost similar look as in, say, the CRV, but just bigger overall. Its brother is actually the MDX. So if you were to cross shop, you want to cross shop the two. Dimensions 197 by 79 by 71. So, and this one seats 8 people compared to 7 where you find the MDX. And you can see some lines and stuff like that, very similar to the MDX in particular. However, the price isn't similar. Note that this is a 2-wheel drive. If you wanted a 4-wheel drive, you have a 4-wheel drive emblem in the back of the vehicle as well too. So nice size hauler. This is an optional package for the roof rails, which is installed in this particular vehicle as well. So let's take a look at the back. Seating capacity is 2 plus 3 plus 3. 6 plus 2 is 7, 8. So 8 passengers. 2 in the front, of course. 3 in the middle and 3 in the back. Should you leave the seats up. This one has fabric seats as well too. And you got a nice view of the front as well too. And if you're in the front, you got a nice view of the back as well. The windows are pretty large overall and very easy to see through as well too. So I'm going to demonstrate using the pull handles, the pull strings. You actually could lower the seats or pull it back up. The opening is pretty good size. Notice there's no power lift gate, unfortunately, for this particular one. Okay, so to get started, I'm just going to start on the left side. Notice the fabric seats over here. And little thing about fabric seats, if you have a lot of young kids who spill something, it's maybe a little bit harder to clean compared to, say, leather seats. So think about that before you purchase. It may be worthwhile for the leather seats. Both second and third rows can fold down. Keep that in mind. And this one's very easy. Just pull the string and push forward. However, I'm holding the camera on the other hand, so it's a little bit harder for me to do it. So that's simple as that. So we could do the other seat as well too. We just pull it over here. And notice the headrest already came down when I started this thing. Actually, when you pull it, it does go down. You just let go and you have a more space in the back as well. This one does have a spare tire, and I don't have a picture of that. Unfortunately, I didn't make that. But you actually open a compartment, there's some space there as well too. So to pull it back up, just do like this and pull it. And of course, with 2 hands, you actually want to hold the end. And I'm trying to see if I could do it with 1 hand over here. And it's fabric seating. So you notice the fabric is not bad at all. It's pretty soft overall and looks pretty good quality. So you have to pull the headrest back up once you do that. Will it interfere with the driver view and vision? I guess that's something to be seen. The headrest is a little bit tall overall still. So you can't really see through it. So that's something that you gotta decide on you're gonna use the third row or not, or just leave with the 2 rows in particular. If you get the 2 row, you might also want to look at, say, the Passport, which came out from Honda as well too. So you don't need all 3 rows. Notice the Pilot is a bit bigger than the Passport because of the 3rd row. And this is the lift gate. There's, like I mentioned earlier, it's very basic. You just pull the handle to bring the lift gate down. And let's walk into the 2nd row over here. Notice the seats 3 very comfortably. And over here, if you seat 3 as well too, but I have one of the seats down. But you can notice it's very similar configuration overall. And there's a lot of window opening, so you don't feel nauseated when you sit in the back of the vehicle as well too. This one does have the air vents on the 2nd row. You probably noticed that. Unfortunately, I know it's a little bit dark, but you could actually see the air vents and controls. So you actually could control that. Nice size center console as well too. and you get infotainment right in the middle. It's been refreshed in 2020, so 2021 I don't see any major changes in particular. So another look at the second and third row and the front row as well too. Notice I got the chrome door handles and you got the window buttons. There's not other buttons that are available. So let's take a look at the front passenger as well too. Let's open this door and notice the seats, and you got the window control. You got a lot of storage on the doors as well. You got the back support that you can adjust. I'm sure there's a adjustment to move the seat forward and backwards as well too. And you got a nice size opening for the door. So stepping in height is okay. If you have very young kids, maybe you want a running board or something like that, right? Say SUV. So 2 cup holders, center console, and you still have the shifter, which is a blessing. And you can take a quick look over here at the infotainment. The vehicle is not powered on, so it's in the showroom. So it's not one that I could really go out and drive it. But I just want to show you this particular vehicle, and it's a nice size vehicle. Second row, plenty of space. The seats are very comfortable. Driver and passenger in the front as well too. The back is a little bit more tight. You can imagine that. So let's take a look at the second row and how easy it is to push the button and move the second row seat forward to access the third row. So this is the second row over here. And of course, you can sit 3, but you need to get to the third row, for example, right? How we do that? We just press this button over here, and the seats will move forward, and you can access the third row. So there's still ample leg room and on the third row, not for super big folks, but it's enough space for smaller people or smaller kids. And let's head to the driver's side and take a look what's there. Few things I want to mention on the driver's side, since it has a power door locks, gas cap release, and also has the chrome door handle as well. And you got a nice size window. Driver's seat has lumbar support, back height, forward adjustment as well. And there's a lot of different buttons on the steering wheel, but the big thing is when you step into the vehicle, the dash looks really nice. Not only that it will give you the Honda logo, but everything is pretty much digital, and except for the temperature and the fuel gauges. Alright, that looks pretty nice overall. One thing I want to mention about the vehicles, they all come 2-wheel drive unless it's specified as 4-wheel drive. And also this one comes with LX, EX, EXL, Touring, Elite, and also special editions in there as well too. So here you have the econ button, the power mirror adjustment, you got the lane departure, and also stability control as well too. So all the buttons over here, and you have a manual brake that actually you push with your foot. And the steering wheel controls have the phone buttons, the cruise controls, and also other niceties as well too. Here the infotainment has the volume knob, which is back on the radio, which is a good thing. And you also have the climate control right over here. Push button start, and you got plenty of room for 2 large cups of soda. Have a snow mode as well too, give you better traction. But overall, it's a 2-wheel drive. So the center console has plenty of room to fit a big bag or a very small iPad or something like that. The small computers would definitely fit, but the big ones, I'm not sure. And like I mentioned earlier, this is a fabric one. The fabric actually isn't bad quality overall. It's pretty good quality. I do want to mention that. I was impressed with the fabric. The fabric seats are actually very good quality. But they're not leather seats, of course. When you spill something, you have to probably clean it, and that's going to be something. So look at the visibility through the back windows and everything. Looks pretty good. I don't think it's going to be a major problem driving. And of course, I didn't have all the third row seats up. And you got a regular night mirror. And you do have the lights over here. The lights on the vanity mirror, you probably noticed that. And you see if the sliding sun visor works. There's no sliding sun visor. It's definitely a con on this particular part. I don't know why that Honda cut costs in this. Used to be all the vehicles pretty much have sliding sun visors and stuff, at least the ones I've seen. So that's a letdown on that part. And visibility is really great, and you also have the mirror to look in the back. You can see the visibility, even the side mirrors aren't bad at all. I mean, it's almost like a MDX at a lower price point. So keep that in mind. But you are trading off some things here and there. There's no luxurious features in that. You got the different lane departure, cruise control I mentioned earlier. Nice Honda logo in the middle of the steering wheel. Now you can adjust this thing. And on the left, you notice that it has the up down for infotainment. You got the phone button and also the voice controls as well too. And you probably could change the radio, the volume and stuff like that. Okay, you walk around this particular vehicle, you notice, like I mentioned earlier, if you didn't get a good look at all the different controls on the left, and also in the center console, as well as on the steering wheel. So there's a place to charge your phone right in the middle over here. I know there's a piece of paper here, but you could charge it 2.5 amps and some space to do that. All right, so here's the AC controls, the climate control. You control the fan in the back, the rear settings as well too, and you got the defrost modes that you can set. Fortunately, I don't have the key to power this one on in particular, but nice size air vents definitely helps on this SUV. And let's check out the glove compartment. Nice size glove compartment overall. There's no manual in there, but it's enough size to put some paper, but it's not enough to put a laptop in there. So the visibility over the front is not bad at all. Notice this one has tweeters on the side as well. It's been refined over the years and over time. You probably noticed. And chrome door handles actually are pretty good too. So gas cap release over here. We're gonna take a look at the hood and take a look at the engine as well too. So notice there's quite a bit of storage on the doors as well too. You put little things here, little cups, a little bottle, maybe a bottle of water or something that definitely would fit. So, and the contrast in different colors doesn't hurt either. So, but all hard plastic overall, and except for the armrest over there in that particular area. Power locks, power windows. So there's quite a bit of space. So let's take a look at the front hood of the vehicle and check out the engine as well too. Close the door. The different seats controls. So 3.5 liter V6, 280 horsepower at 6,000 RPMs. Nice engine overall. 20 city, 27 highway, 21 combined. Quite a bit of space on the engine bay. So if you need to work on the vehicle, you can probably easily do that. 262 pound-feet torque at 47 RPMs. So looking at the specs, there's plenty of power to go around. Not going to be a super powerful vehicle compared to, say, the MDX. The MDX is going to be a little bit more powerful. Looking around the vehicle, there's an engine filter, it's easy to access. The battery's under the intake. And you got the engine cover on. Earth Dreams engine, just an engine cover. You probably could take that out and take a look. But this is it's on the dealer showroom, so I'm not going to be able to do that. And notice there's a lot of different things that are very accessible. And it's not that tight inside the vehicle engine bay. There's actually to prop up the hood. There's also the windshield wiper. You notice that one in blue on the left over there. So everything is very easy to access and work on. Okay, and let's take a look at the headlights. These are LED headlights with fog lights as well too. So I don't know, it really reflects that well on the vehicle in my view over here. So that's definitely a great plus to have. You know, it's going to be nice and bright. And I like the fog lights actually. A lot of vehicles are taking those out, or it's an option they get to add on. And nice Honda badging. The front fascia looks pretty good overall. It could tow up to 3,500 pounds as well too, so keep that in mind. If you were looking for a vehicle, that might be something that meets your needs moving forward for your family, or hauling people around, or even be a venture vehicle, I guess, overall. And there is, like I mentioned, the Passport only has 2 rows. If you didn't need the third row, you could actually go with the Passport. So that'd be a little bit different. But the mileage overall won't be too much different on the MPG. It's just a little different look in the front fascia as well too. It's a bit more aggressive styling. I don't have a picture of that, but I can tell you can look it up. And competition to, say, the Pilot is going to be the Highlander, and the Highlander is also a similar vehicle as well too. Okay, so the tires and rims, 245/60 R18s wearing Bridgestones, and nice size tires, and I like to design the rims as well too. So take a weight of the pros and cons. If you're looking for the EX model, some of the shortcomings may be addressed in the higher trim levels as well too. And the competition for this one mainly is the Highlander, the Volkswagen Touareg, and Hyundai. You got the General Motors, the Chevy vehicles as well too, the Traverse. And there's a number of other ones from Ford. Explorer, for example, is a competition in this vehicle. So check those vehicles out. You do cross-shop comparison. Will I buy this vehicle? Definitely will consider this one in particular, but maybe a higher trim model with more functionality. That depends on the buyer. And if you're looking for a used one, you might get some good deals as well too. Hope you liked this video. I really appreciate a thumbs up. And see you next time. Bye.